Hello for the 23rd Sunday in Ordinary Time, as usual, using just the Gospel. The Gospel is Luke 14:25 to 33. And on this holiday weekend, uh, the title of my homily is All or Nothing. I'm always preaching Jesus' 100% or all or nothing. Well, the question in today's gospel is, do you want to be my disciple? And if you want to be my disciple, of course, you come follow me. But what does it mean? And he spells out some challenges for all of us, even today. Do you want to be my disciple? And there's two basic things. One is, wild statement of Jesus, well, you might just have to, if you're not ready to hate your mother and your father, your brother and your sister, your son or your daughter, or your neighbor, or I may as well throw in, I think you would say your country. If you're not ready to go and give them up and come follow me, you're not worthy to be my disciple. Those are strong words, deep challenges. And then he says another thing. If you want to be my disciple, if you want to be my disciple, well, then you got to be willing to carry your cross. Come follow me. Well, those two things, for example, carrying your cross. Everybody gets crosses in life. But the attitude very often that we have is, oh, no, not this one. I got a better one, Jesus. This one is impossible, or it's not for me. I can see that X, Y, or Z, him or her, and they have crosses. Well, I'd be willing to take one of those, but not the one that I wind up with. Jesus says, no, 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 no. You got to accept the cross that you get. You know, I've been a priest now for 50 some years. And I run to an awful lot of people that they wind up with terrible, deep problems and hard, sort of impossible situations. And I look at them and I just wonder, Jesus, why do they have to go through this? I mean, it's unfair. It seems unfair. And if that person happens to be yourself with the cross, why me? Why me? But that's what he says. If you really want to be my disciple, it's hard, it's difficult, and we have to decide if we're going to do that. If we're going to give ourselves to Christ, we have to be willing to do things that we don't want to do, that we don't even know if we're capable of doing, and the possibility of being successful. Jesus doesn't say, I just, it'll work out, it'll be easy. All you have to do is say yes. Oh, yes, it's only just begun. Our crosses change in life. The ministry of Jesus you, with you or with me in situation changes in life. But there are times when really you can identify this is almost impossible. Or you might feel as though my situation is impossible. Or I don't think I can do it. That's not what Jesus is looking for. You know, Jesus is looking for, like Peter, come follow me on the shores of Galilee. Come follow me. Well, he did. And he did. And he gave himself and listened to Jesus and listened to Jesus and would rebut with Jesus or say, I don't think that's what. Even denied his cross or denied Jesus and winds up getting crucified upside down, dying for Jesus. Wow, what a cross that was. Being crucified like Christ, turned upside down. Some people are unbelievable and are trying to do difficult things, difficult crosses. You know, I think the Ukrainians right now, if that isn't a cross for those people and the ones remaining in that country for those people, and even for the crosses of those who had to flee the country, they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. But I admire them for their integrity and their stance and their Christianity or their Catholicism of what they're doing, I think, in accepting their cross. Well, we too are called by Jesus Christ to accept the cross that we get. You know, and he said, well, you better think about it. It's like building a house. Do we have the money, honey? And do we want to live there for the rest of our lives? And is this the place for our children, or is this the place for me or you? And we have to think it all out before we call the bulldozer. And as I said with the Ukrainians, they're thinking of going into battle. They've gone into battle with very little. They certainly get a lot more right now, and they're fighting the battle. Jesus is saying the exact same thing for you and for me. Just try to give it all. To give it all and hold back nothing. To try to give it 100%. And maybe only give 80 or 75 or 50. And some days more we're givers, and many days we're not too interested. Do you want to be a disciple of Jesus? Does he have anything for you to do? I bet he does. I bet you if you deep down think, deep down pray, and deep down live, you will find that Jesus is a niche for you. Something to do in this world. And it usually isn't just for yourself. It's usually for yourself and for another or for other people. That's why he gives some good instructions about, well, can you win the war? Can you disagree with your dad or your child and try to work things out? It comes up time and time again. All or nothing. And each person has to answer that question. But not only answer it, but answer not only in their head, but also in their heart, and then their attempt of doing it. We always had to come back to it. Just don't say you love me, show me. You know, just don't say you're a Christian, act like one. That's being a disciple. Am I one of his disciples? Have a good day.